In the heart of Meadowbrook, a village so quiet you could hear the dew settle on the grass, lived a woman named Mrs. Gable. Her days were stitched together with the gentle rhythm of gardening, knitting, and, most importantly, cooking. But lately, her kitchen, once a place of vibrant creation, had grown silent. The joy had simmered away, leaving behind the bland taste of routine. One misty morning, as Mrs. Gable tended to her window box of herbs, a pair of brilliant emerald green eyes met hers. It was a black cat, sleek as midnight satin, who sat perched on her fence. He wasn't a stray. He had an air of purpose, a quiet confidence that was both intriguing and comforting. She had seen him around the village, a fleeting shadow the children called Whiskers. He blinked slowly, a sign of trust, and hopped down, trotting directly to her back door as if he'd been invited 1,000 times. A smile, the first genuine one in weeks, bloomed on Mrs. Gable's face. She opened the door, and Whiskers stepped inside, his paws silent on the checkered floor. He wound around her ankles, a soft, rumbling purr vibrating through the quiet kitchen. That afternoon, feeling a spark she hadn't felt in a long time, Mrs. Gable decided to bake bread. As she kneaded the dough, Whiskers watched from a sunbeam on the floor, his head cocked with intense curiosity. When she set the dough to rise, he hopped onto a nearby stool, peering into the bowl as if supervising the yeast's magical work. It was as if he was her furry little apprentice. The next day Whiskers returned, and Mrs. Gable decided to tackle her grandmother's famous apple pie. As she peeled the apples, a slice fell to the floor. Before she could bend down, Whiskers had pounced, batting it around like a toy mouse. Mrs. Gable laughed, a sound that felt as warm and sweet as the cinnamon she was sprinkling. The kitchen was no longer just a room. It was a stage for a delightful four-poured comedy. It was then that she noticed it, her old leather-bound recipe book sitting dusty on a high shelf. She hadn't opened it in years. With Whiskers purring on the counter beside her, she carefully took it down. As she turned the faded, spidery scripted pages, memories flooded back of her mother teaching her to fold pastry, of her father's delight at a perfect roast. But something felt different now. She looked at the recipes, then at the sleek black cat observing her every move. She realized the secret ingredient wasn't in the book at all. It wasn't a rare spice or a forgotten technique. The secret ingredient was joy. It was the unexpected pounce, the comforting purr, the silent companionship that turned a simple chore into a shared adventure. Whiskers had brought the magic back into her kitchen. He was the pinch of unpredictability, the dash of delight. He reminded her that the best meals aren't just made with ingredients, they're made with love, laughter, and a little bit of playful chaos. Looking at Whiskers, a brilliant idea took shape. "You know," she said, stroking his soft fur, "I think you've got a knack for this, my little friend. These recipes are wonderful, but they could use your special touch." Whiskers just blinked his emerald eyes, as if to say, "Well, of course." And so, a new chapter began in the little kitchen in Meadowbrook. Mrs. Gable knew she had to share this rediscovered magic. She wanted to show everyone that the secret to wonderful food is on to always what S in the pantry, but who's by your side. Whiskers, she announced to her feline muse, it's time we start our own collection. What do you say we create a new playlist, a new series of recipes for all our friends to see? We'll call it Whiskers Recipes. Whiskers let out a happy little meow, stretching his paws out on the countertop as if sealing the deal. Their first creation, a creamy tuna pot pie, a recipe he seemed particularly enthusiastic about. So I invite you all to join us on this new, delicious journey. Come into our kitchen where every dish has a story and the secret ingredient is a purr and a playful spirit. We're so excited to start cooking with you. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss the first episode of Whiskers Recipes. It's going to be a truly positive experience. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the kitchen very soon. Bye for now.